Just when you thought that spring had sprung, the snows of Northeast Ohio return just in time for the final slate of sports. It's Flash and Tyler. Welcome back for more Flash Life. Let's jump right into things with the gymnastics team. 4 Golden Flashes have been invited to compete in the NCAA Regionals at the University of Alabama on March 30th through April 2nd. Good luck to Sarah Haxton on the uneven bars, Alyssa Guns and Carly Franz on floor exercise, and to Rachel DeCavich competing in the all-around competition. The lacrosse team hosted Detroit Mercy at Dick Stadium last week, where the Flashes pulled away with their first home win by a score of 16-11. The Flashes spread the offensive wealth, but it would be Kenzie Scalar and Jackie Wolford to lead the pack with 4 goals each. Next up is the Wagon Wheel Challenge as the Flashes prepare for the Zips on April 2nd back at home. The softball team made their return to the Diamond at Dick's, where they began the battle for the wagon wheel against that school down the road. In Game 1, Jessica LeBeau would put on a show with 9 strikeouts, but the Zips would pull away with a 4-3 win. Kent State, however, came roaring back in the second game as the Flash's bats heated up with 3 home runs from Madyson Cole, Julia Mazinek, and Emily Lippy as the Flashes put the game away early in an 11-3 run roll win before Game 3 of the series was postponed due to snow. Coming up, the team prepares for a week on the road with Purdue Fort Wayne on the 29th, Indiana on the 30th, and Ball State on April 1st and 2nd. The Kent State baseball team will hold out hope for warmer weather as the Flashes return to Scooney for a best-of-3 with the Yukon Huskies. Game 1 of the series is scheduled for 6 o'clock on April 1st, with Games 2 and 3 at 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. We met with fifth-year senior Madyson Cole this week from the softball team. Let's check it out. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside Flash Life. I'm Tyler Henry, joined by Madyson Cole of the Kent State softball team. Madyson, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you.
Madyson, a transfer from Rutgers here at Kent State, and your third-year grad student. And, before we get into, again, your time here with the Kent State softball team, some of the things you've done off the field, I wanted to ask, when did you fall in love with the game of softball?
I would say that I fell in love probably early on with the game, but I kind of fell out of love before high school and then fell back in love with it again. So
fair enough.
Yep.
You spent a couple of seasons at Rutgers and then, obviously transfer here. I guess, why Kent State? What brought you here to this part of Northeast Ohio?
I always told myself I'd never play or live in Ohio at all. I'm from Michigan, so got a big hatred for them. But I needed a home, and I found a home here at Kent State. So
sure. Really quickly, a Michigan fan?
Nope.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So when you did get here, I know obviously you came in with maybe some expectations, but what was your first impression of Kent? What was your first impression of the coaching staff and the team here at Kent State?
I had known Coach Oakley for a few years before that, and so I had already grown to kind of love his coaching style and know the team culture was something that I wanted to be a part of.
I know that, again, we talk about a lot of things that happen on the field and off the field. Overall, what has been kind of the highlight of your time here in Kent so far?
I'd say, honestly, the team has really made everything for me. We've had kind of, like you said, ups and downs with COVID and everything, and last season not ending how we wanted it to, but it has really been the team that came together and has really helped me through everything.
Sure. How has the team and kind of the culture around the team grown since you've gotten here?
It's changed quite a bit, and it's become an even bigger family, and that's something that I love about our team is that we're there like sisters no matter what, and we can fight, but the next day we'll be on the field as teammates.
Absolutely. It's interesting, the timing of this, because again, we're talking to you partway through the season, MAC's schedule already underway, a big game coming up later today against Akron. But I wanted to ask, at this point in the season, what is kind of the goal that this team is set out to accomplish? What are you guys hoping to get done before the end of the year?
We want a ring. That's the goal, is simply that we want a ring. So
we will step away for just a moment, but when we come back, we'll have a chance to talk to Madyson about some of her off-field contributions here at Kent State. Can't get your fix for all things Kent State athletics? Head on over to KentStateSports.com to get schedules, results, feature stories, radio, and video coverage of the Golden Flashes. Don't forget to pick up tickets and official gear only on KentStateSports.com. That's KentStateSports.com. Back here with fifth-year student Madyson Cole. And Madyson, we know that obviously you've made a lot of contributions here at Kent State on the field, but you've also had a chance to do a whole lot off of it. When you take a look at some of the contributions that you've made, you're the vice president of SAC, you're a member of the Title IX Celebration Committee, you've worked with the MAC on diversity and inclusion. Before we get into all of the work that you've done, what inspired you to want to kind of get into this and go down this road?
In high school, I knew I wanted to stay within sports, especially just being an athlete myself for now, I'd say 18 years. So it's been a lot of my life, and I want it to continue to be part of my life. There was a point in my life where I wanted to stay on the science side, and that no longer is what I want to do. So we're staying with the business side, and the people and my mentors that I've had here, especially in the administrators that have helped me grow my career and give me these opportunities, have been a really big part of why I want to stay in student athlete side.
Sure. When you talk about, again, Title IX, inclusion, these are things that obviously have continued to improve, but that, we still have a ways to go to kind of get to where it needs to be. Let me just ask, around the NCAA, around, now 2 D1 universities you've been to, where are some of the areas that you've seen that there still needs to be a lot of growth in?
I would say around women's sports, and just a lot of their facilities are lacking, and you see a lot of men getting facilities before women, and I think that's kind of a narrative we need to change, is where women need to have the same equity and the same opportunities that men do, both on the field and off the field, but whether it's weight rooms, whether it's practice facilities, all that sort of thing, and I think that's one big area that needs to grow.
It's one thing to talk about all of this, it's another thing to hope for it. But again, you've been involved directly in trying to instigate some of this change. Let me ask, through all of the work that you've done, what are some things that you feel like you've been able to really have an impact on?
I was also on the strategic planning committee for our next 5-year plan, and that was something that I worked a little bit with facilities and trying to push that women need more updates and we need newer things. And it just helps with competition, and it helps with getting recruits here. And if we're going to have strong men's programs, we need strong women's programs as well. So.
Absolutely. Last question for you here, kind of on this sort of thing, but again, for just the average, woman student athlete in America, what are some of the smaller things that you feel like people should be doing to kind of raise awareness and to instigate some of this change?
I would say just voicing support, and even support in general. You don't necessarily have to voice it, but just have your athletes know that you're there supporting, fighting, and helping us get what we need.
All right, absolutely. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll have a little bit of fun before the end of the show. More Flash Life right after this. The 10th Annual Athletic Scholarship Auction returns to Center Court of the Mack Center April 22nd for a night of fun, food, and festivities while raising important resources in support of student-athlete scholarships. Attendees will have the opportunity to bid on items throughout the night and participate in a live auction. Stay tuned to KentStateSports.com for the announcement of the guest host for the event later this week. Back here on Flash Life with Kent State softball player Madyson Cole. And Madison, we always like to get to know our student athletes off the field, but we also like to have a little bit of fun on the show. Are you ready for kind of the lightning round here at the end?
Sure.
All right. What is the funniest or craziest thing that has ever happened to you while playing any sport?
Oh, no. I don't
that
know.
You can tell us on air.
Oh, no. Oh, I have cleated myself and tripped myself running onto the field one time.
How?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That is in and of itself a bit of a hidden talent.
No.
Which does lead me into my next question. Do you have any hidden talents?
Oh, I'm really good at puzzles.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good.
I don't know if that's a hidden talent, but I'm very good at puzzles.
I feel like you don't do puzzles in public, therefore it is a hidden talent. So there you go. You nailed it. Who on the softball team would win a karaoke contest?
Ooh, Sabrina Kirshner.
That was a very quick answer. Okay.
For sure.
Is there like a runner-up that could challenge her, or is she running away with it?
Grace Soppy has a great Praying by Kesha.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I respect it. I like it. This has been a hotly debated topic on social media. Wanted to get your thoughts on this. In the world, total, are there more wheels or doors?
There's more wheels.
You've thought about this.
I have switched.
Okay.
I was a doors. I was strictly doors.
I was too.
I switched.
What changed that for you? Because I'm in the same boat. I was definitely a doors guy when this started.
Well, I saw this TikTok of
Okay.
like a production factory thing, and it was just all wheels.
Oh. Okay.
And I said immediately, okay.
Yeah.
And then the Mattel thing.
Yep.
That my brother owns a lot of monster trucks.
Oh yeah.
Those have wheels.
They also have doors though.
No, they don't.
They
Not
don't?
openable ones.
That's a good point. I think what changed for me was I thought about like the big apartment complexes, and then behind every one of those you could have like a desk chair with 8 wheels. So definitely have changed my mind on that. This is the most important question we will ask you on the show. I want you to think very carefully before you answer this.
Oh, no.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Every person has gotten this right. I'm so happy about this.
Ranch on pizza.
Yes.
Okay, I'm new to this, but also yes.
I'm from the Midwest. I guess you're technically
Yeah.
also from the Midwest. It's the deeper into the Midwest you go, the more acceptable ranch
I didn't
is.
try it until January this year.
It works.
It does.
It gets the job done. Whatever. Last question for you here, and again, this is more on kind of a serious note, but again, I mean, you are in your final season here at Kent State. What's next for Madyson Cole?
I recently started a job with women leaders in college sports, working as their membership engagement intern. So I'm in college sports now.
There you go. Well, congratulations on that, and best of luck with everything, both in the season and in your future.
Thank you.
That's all we've got for you this week. Be sure to check out KentStateSports.com for schedules and updates, and we'll be back next week with more Flash Life.